Lacey. Natasha has the night off. Planes, trains, and automobiles, all the cliches having a moment tonight. The TSA predicting today was going to be one of the busiest days at airports. Fox 5's Teresa Priolo is live at Newark with what she's seeing, and definitely looks kind of busy behind you, Teresa.
Steve, I have to tell you, based on what we're seeing here, this really could be any given Thursday. So flyers are telling us it is a little bit hectic getting here to the airport and dealing with your normal travel problems. We are expecting the crowds to increase as we get even closer to Christmas. The question is, will the problems increase too?
I would say it's not that bad because, like, you see the line right there, like, it's not that big. So, like, I would say it's not that busy.
The weather is cooperating, the airlines are working efficiently, and the federal government is doing what it can to keep the skies friendly this winter break. That is nothing if not a Christmas miracle on one of the busiest travel days of the year.
We gave ourselves more time to travel in case there's cancellations, so we booked like 3-4 days before Christmas.
Airports nationally are bracing for roughly 3 million passengers daily through the new year, totaling close to 40 million during the 2 weeks that make up Christmas break. That's a 16% spike from last year.
I think there's two things happening. One, the airlines have learned the lessons of all the meltdowns last year. The federal government is being much more strong-armed towards the airlines, much tougher line, and the federal government has really laid down the law and said, look, you're going to have to start paying passengers.
Last year, air travel seemed to grind to a halt, especially on Southwest. Over 2 million flyers were affected and 17,000 flights right before Christmas. Vowing to never repeat the same mistake again, the FAA has opened up military airspace to accommodate the increase in flights. And as for the commercial airlines,
we're seeing much shorter recovery times. We're seeing less cascading failures. I think the airlines are staffed back up. They have the pilots they need. They've made their number of flights, the number of seats they're selling more logical to accommodate the crowds, and everyone except air traffic controllers is almost back to pre-COVID staffing levels.
All in all, making for a busy but uneventful trip home for the holiday.
It's very hectic around here, but it's actually moving faster than a lot of other times before. It's actually pretty good, to be honest. It's not too bad.
I think it's Christmas holidays is always like that, and it's sometimes tricky, but I guess if you meet nice people and they're human to you, then everything goes very smooth.
Now, one good tip from the folks at the Points Guy, they tell us that, of course, you should know all of your flight information. But, Steve, they say fully research a backup option. That way, if something happens to your flight, whether it's going to your destination or coming home, you can completely pivot immediately because you've done all your research already. That's the latest from Newark tonight. Back to you guys in the studio.
Yeah, smart idea.